Welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be reviewing the film I.S.S. Now, the big thing with this film is it was released earlier this year, and the premise of this movie is really a focus on Russia and the United States relations on the International Space Station. With this movie, I had really high hopes because I felt that the movie would allow viewers to go out and see what space was like, how is the relationship going to be. Ultimately, there is a situation on Earth where Russia and the United States begin attacking each other, and it ultimately leads to chaos on the space shuttle. In this film, both groups are told that they are required to kill the other group. So U.S. has to attack Russia. Russia has to attack the United States. Now, in this film, you will see relationships develop, and that's one thing that I feel like they did an okay job of, is letting those relationships develop. It gave character development an easy task there. However, looking at this film, is it the worst film of all time? In my true, honest opinion, this is the worst movie that I have seen all year. This movie, out of the 94 that I have seen this year, really fell short of what I was expecting. In this film, I was expecting it to be a situation where you see action, you see a real strong buildup. However, you do not see that. What you see is two groups, very little violence or even attacking. I believe one person or two people from each side die out of the three. However, that does not make up for the whole movie. This is a movie that I truly felt was rushed. This movie was only about an hour and 25 minutes or so, and it felt very rushed. This is something that I felt that when you're looking at this movie, this is a film that probably should have been easily 2 hours, hour and 55 minutes. Let it build up and let us see how the characters are going to react going forward. However, we did not see that. And so when I'm looking at this film and I'm looking at the way I would rate it, this is a 0.5 out of 5 all day. This is a movie that when it released on Fandango, Vudu, it was released for $14.99. And at the early point, I believe renting it was not even an option. And so the big thing that I think you have to understand when watching this film is you're not going to see a lot of action. It is very slow. It is very monotone is a way I would word it. There were actually 5 people in the theater when I seen it, so me and 4 others, and 2 of them walked out. That's where the status of this movie went. And this is a movie I have not watched since. I watched it one time and really questioned why I watched it. And so when I look back at all the movies that I've seen, here in a couple days, I will do a list of the worst movies I've seen all year. I.S.S. is that movie. And just expect that to be at the top of the list. And so for me, when you're looking at a movie about space, in a couple days, Fly Me to the Moon comes out. And Fly Me to the Moon highlights the International Space Station, not as much, but it's really highlighting NASA and the space race and the need to get to space. So when I'm looking at a movie that is proclaimed to be action and full-on greatness and it fails, that's when us as viewers have to be critical. And this is a movie that I was asked by people if I would go watch it again or should they go see it, and I clearly said no. I do not recommend I.S.S. This is a movie that fell very flat, and I don't really know what the steps that could have been taken to make it better. So stay tuned. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. As I mentioned, I will continue posting these daily. Tomorrow I have a different type of video in store, but just stay tuned and be ready for what's to come. And I hope you all have a great day.